Right, good morning everybody. It's the 2nd of March. It's around about 7:10 and I'm at Bear Chalet again. I'm giving that another go. I'm going to try with a blanket of sweet corn today. It's just a bit more natural bait for them. So here's the pond as it starts. So this is it. Quite a mist on the pond. That's a bay that I'll be casting at least one carp rod into. Pan round. I'll probably cast another one into that bay there, and then I'll be doing my pike rod again out there. So 2 carp rods, 1 pike rod. So yeah, so apologies that I missed last week. 1, the weather wasn't very good, and 2, it was my lovely wife's birthday. So celebrated her birthday last Sunday. So I'm out today, so we'll get a video. Let's hope we can get some fish. So I'm going to transform all that into a working peg. So we'll go to the intro and I'll get back to you. Right, welcome back. So just to show you from a lot of gear stored up around. I'm almost ready. We've got a bit of a working peg. So what I'm doing, I've broadcast a load of sweet corn just in that bay, and I've just broadcast another load of sweet corn just in that bay there. I've got a bluey for my pike bait. You can see that. So that's going out in a minute. And on the hook baits, I've got just a couple of pop-ups. I've got a yellow pop-up on a Ronnie rig. That'll just pop up nice. And then I've gone for a fluorescent green on a D rig. So I'll get them out. So just a normal. I'm going to be trying a bit later on. I've got, for Christmas, I got 2 of the magic twigs. So I'm going to try them a bit later on and just see how they go. I've never used one before. People have had good reviews, bad reviews, so we'll see how it goes. But so I'll get these out now, and I'll come back to you when there's any action. But, like I say, I'll get these out now. So like I said, this one, first rod's going out to my right hand side, just into the little bay, really. If I can get it untwisted. And weird how line gets twisted around the eye when it's just sat there. Anyway, never mind. So let's get this first one out. Like I say, I'm just only just going into the bay, just where I've just put some sweet corn. It's really silty there, so I've just have to just pull it out of the silt a little bit. So, let's get this one silt. The grand morning. Was a bit of frost on the car this morning, but it's, I think when that sun comes out, it's going to put a bit of sun on the water. It might just help us out a little bit. So like I say, I'm going to put this other one out with this bit of a Ronnie rig out, and it popped up just out onto this bay. over another bed of sweet corn. So try that. Get that one set up as well. I did have a run from this bay a couple of weeks ago. I don't think there's a great amount of carp in here, but I know there are some, and I know there are some fairly big carp in here as well. So a lot of the big carp have been caught and taken out and put into pond 3 and 4. But like I say, there are some carp in here. Right, so Bluey, same depth as I was last time I fished here. I'm not altering that. There's going to be no real drift today. I don't think the wind's going to pick up. It's going to get mild. It's going to get to about 11 degrees. So hopefully, like I say, when that sun gets onto it, it'll might get them going. But we'll get this one out as well. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Just jump around a bit. Right, so we're all set up. All set up now. Pike rod's cocked up real nice out there. So yeah, let's sit back and wait. Mr. Cod, Mr. Cod, oh my god. Oh, don't catch cod, me. Mr. Pike and Mr. Carp, come along. Right, I'm going to go get myself a coffee and I will check back with you. Oh dear. My apologies for that little bit of video there. I forgot to turn the mic on, so there's no sound to it. But what I was trying to say was there was a couple of twitches on the float, and the float just steamed away, and my rod was bending round. And then when I struck, nothing. There was nothing there. So I maybe struck too early. It might have just maybe just picked the fish up. I don't know. But anyway, I've put it back out again. Same area. You don't know. If I hadn't spooked the fish, I never hooked it. So and if it's hungry, it may decide to have another go. But yeah, bit of excitement, but just no sound. Never mind. Okay, like I say, it's back out there in that area. So let's see. At least a pike on the feed. So fingers crossed, we might get another go. Right, I'll check back with you with the microphone on, hopefully. Well, as you can see, there's a bit of wind now picking up, blowing from my right, so it's allowing the fin float to drift about a bit more, so that's good. Not had anything yet, but wow, what a glorious day! What a glorious day today. Big jacket's off now. Big jacket's off. Sun's out. Sun's quite warm. Quite warm. So I'm on the water. Water's still really cold. We do need the water to warm up a bit to get these fish active and moving about. Gone on to sweet corn on that rod just to see if maybe pick up a bream. I know there's bream in here, but Might be just too cold. But still early days. It's only 10:30. So still a few hours of daylight left. Still got that same smelt on that I had that run on. It wasn't damaged at all. I just grabbed it, run, and I'd struck too early. So big coat's off. Still well wrapped up. Big coat's off though. And I'm sure as soon as that sun drops slightly, it'll be getting cold again. But it's just good to be out, to be fair. Nice to be out. Not a cloud in the sky hardly. I'm sure when it does warm up, this place will fish miles better. I've only got till the end of March on the Ulland District to pike fish. So I've only got a few this month for pike, and then it'll be all coarse fishing, carp fishing. But while we can still pike, I'll have a go for them. Next weekend is the last weekend of the coarse fishing season on the rivers. So all being well, I don't think there's any rain forecast. All being well, I'm going to give the river hull a go. I've been promising myself to go, but then when I've gone, I've not done any good because it's either been in flood or it's just not been the right conditions. So I'm definitely going to give the river a go next week. Probably Beverley area. Give that a go. And then once the season starts again in June, I shall be giving the dare when to go early part of the season to see if we can't get hold of some barbel and some chub from there. I have had chub from there. I've not had a barbel, but I've had chub from there. So we'll be giving that a go as well. But spring's on its way. Definitely spring's on its way. So it can, all good. All good. So, but yeah, grand day to be out. If I get anything or any runs, if I get a run on the pike rod, I'll bring you straight back. If I get one on the carp rod, I'll try and bring you straight back. But you know what it's like with carp. Once they go, you've got to get to your rod, otherwise they'll pull it in. So we'll see. We'll see. I might change the bait on the pike rod. Maybe go with half a bluey because I've got some of them big blueies, so I'll probably go half of that and give them a go. Because I've done well with them before. So, right, I'll check back with you. Right, I've got a run on the pike rod again. I'm just going to let this run a little bit longer this time. Hopefully we'll get this one. Float's still down. Right, I'm going to strike into it and let's see. No, again. Wow, what's going on? I don't get this. I really don't get this. It had gone from 12 o'clock to, well, 9 o'clock, but nothing, felt nothing. That's really, really weird. Really weird. Ah, dear, I let that go for ages. I don't know. Sure, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing exactly the same as I'd always done, and that was running. I mean, that was really good running. It picked up the bait and it was gone. So I'm at a loss as to why I didn't hook into that fish, because it had the bait in its mouth. I was really sure that I was going to get that one. Really sure. You see, I don't know whether you can see the float, but my float is where it was. And when I picked it up, it was out there. It was out there. So it moved right the way across. But that's two runs, no fish. Don't get it. Don't get it. All we can do is just keep trying. I gave it plenty of time, that one. I gave it plenty of time. I didn't rush it. Well, 2 runs, no fish. I was watching Levo's angling last night. He was out on There Shall Be. He'd been out. And he said he'd had a couple of runs and missed the fish. So obviously it can happen, but not 2 in a day, not when you've, oh dear, all the time, all the hours you put in and stuff. So frustrating. But we'll just have to keep going, and hopefully something might happen and we might hook into one. So I've just had another run on this float pike rod. It went like a steam train, and I'm not sure whether it's taken the bait or just dropped it because it felt resistance, but I'm just going to hang fire for a bit, just see if it's still there. I can't believe the luck I'm having today. It's ridiculous. I think the best thing I can do is bring it in and just chuck it out again. That's 3 runs today, not a fish. How frustrating is this? It just went like a steam train. No bobbing of the float. The float just shot under, and my carp rod just bleeping away, my rod bending round, and I think it's dropped it. It's felt the resistance and dropped it. I don't know whether it's taken the bait off. Right, let's bring it in. Let's bring it in and just see if the bait's gone. If it hasn't, I'll. Well, it's not taking the bait, so that's still intact. That's still on there. I mean, when you look at the bait, there's not even any bite marks in it. It's absolutely crazy. Right, let's get it back out again. They're obviously on the feed, the pike. They're on the feed. So, oh God, it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable what is going on today. All I can do is just slacken the line off a little bit more. I think what's happened is it's felt the resistance and it's just spat it out. But we want like a typical pike bite where it bobs about a bit first because you know it's got the fish in its mouth. The float just shot away. My rod was bending round. And when I picked my rod up, my float had popped up again, so I don't know. Right, so it's back out again. Let's just see. Let's just see. Wow, 3 runs, no fish. Wow, this is not good. I've just brought you back because there's a bit of movement on the pike float again. Just going to watch it. I'll leave you on it just to see if it develops. I'm just setting up my my carp rod. Putting some fresh PVA bag out with some pellets and stuff. I made it that long ago. I can't remember what boilie I've got. I think I've just got just a normal boilie, soluble boilie in there, in with it. I'm going to get this one put out in the bay, but like I say, I thought that pike float was just starting to twitch a bit. But might be maybe the wind playing tricks with me, but it certainly seems to be doing funny things, the float, so don't know. But I'm going to get this this PVA bag out into this bay again. I've got both rods in the bay now, both the carp rods, just to give that pike float a bit more, because of the wind, it's drifting round into this bay, so I've set it out there instead. It might be that it was just maybe the wind was just blowing it about a bit different. It would have gone by now if there'd have been a pike on it. Gone a bit overcast now. That wind's picked up a little bit. It's not real cold yet. I think it's going to get colder. Right, I'm going to bring this pike bait in, and I'm going to put the head section of the bluey onto it. Yeah, let's get this brought in. So this was the tail section of the bluey. I'll put the head section on, and we'll get it thrown back out again. So that's the head section that I'm going to put on. Let's get this hooked up. So we'll let's get this out and see how this goes. We'll let that one drift round, and we'll keep throwing it back out again and just keep letting it drift round, see if anything happens. Right, so if I get anything, I'll come back to you. If I get a run definitely on the pike rod, I'll come back to you. The pike run. I'm going to let this one really run. I'm going to give it some slack line as well. So, hope you can see it's out there. As you can see, the float's gone. It's gone. I've got slack line on my rod. So I'm just going to let it run for a little bit. Hopefully, we need to get one in at least. But I can't see where my float's gone. Normally, because I'm fishing a little bit shallow, the fish are obviously hugging the bottom and they're taking the float underneath. But it's not popped up yet. My line's still slack, but it's definitely gone. Like I say, I'm going to give it a little bit longer. I just don't want to leave it too long because I don't want to deep hook the fish, but because I can't see the float, I don't even know which way it's going. But it's still going, obviously, because my float's not popped up. And I've still got slack line here. Hopefully it's got the bait turned round and it's got the hooks in its mouth now. I'm getting some pull on the line now, so I think it's going to be about time I hit this. No, not again. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on with this. That's absolutely ridiculous. I'm giving it too much time, but as you can see, it's ragged that bait. I've sharpened the hooks. I thought, well, is it the hooks? I've sharpened them. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go a bit deeper on so my float's on the top a bit more, so I can see it running. But oh my god, this is just incredible. I really don't understand how or why I'm not hooking these fish. I really don't get it. They've obviously got the fish in the mouth and they're obviously steaming away with it. But the only other thing I can think of is that they're small jack pike that are not just grabbing hold of the bait and running because it's a fairly big bait. Is it jack pike that's picking it up and just running? I really don't know. But it's so frustrating, this. That's 4 runs today. And yet no fish. So I've come a bit deeper on with the float. I'm going to cast it out there because I'm not hitting any of these fish. I'm obviously not. I'm not spooking them because I'm not hitting them even. I really don't know. Oh. Oh, something all that bait's just come right off completely because it's gone a bit soft now. Let's try get another one out. Let's try with a herring. A herring. I've got some herring here, so let's try one of these. But I don't know. I really don't know. Got me completely bamboozled. This. It really has. I mean, I'm using the same tactics I've used with all my pike that I've caught this year. So I've not changed anything. The same rig, everything. I've sharpened the hooks, but for some reason I'm just not hooking anything. Oh. That is so frustrating, that. I mean, time's getting on in the day now. 4 runs, no fish on the bank. That is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. But all we can do is just keep putting the stuff out. So I've got another run on this pike rod. This has got a herring on it, and there's another pike messing about with this bait. I don't know whether you can see the float, but there's something's picked up this bait. The pike float was just moving about then. There's no wind now, so but that's the pike float there. It's just bobbed about a bit. You can see it's just bobbing about a bit. So there's something definitely, and it's going. There's something playing about with it. Now whether it's just a jack pike, like I've said, I don't know. But there's definitely something having a go at that now. It's picked the bait up because my float's laid down. So it's picked it up. So now I just want to see it. See if it'll go on a run. Yeah, it's picked the bait up and it's definitely on a run. Definitely. You can see it, it's on a run this time, this one. You can see. It's definitely going, this one. I can see the float on the top this time. So I'm just going to let it go. Because like I say, it's big baits. Big baits, these. I want it to get in. So it's definitely going that way. It's definitely going away from me. You can see it, look, twitching about the float. So there's definitely something there this time. Having a munchie with it. That's a good sign because it's moving the float about. So because it's moving the float about, it means it's maybe trying to get the bait into its mouth. So it's definitely running, this one. Let's have a go with this one. Gone a long way. Right, let's hit this one, I think. like I say, it's been going for a while now. Definitely moving about. Well, we've got one on. Let's see if we can get it landed. Definitely got one on this time. Don't think it's very big, but let's hope we can get a fish on the bank today. That's all we're after, fish on the bank. Oops, and the camera's gone. Apologies for that. Oh, it's all going peak tongue, as they say. Right, I've actually got a fish in the net, so I'll come back to you once I've got it unhooked and I'll show you the fish. 5th time lucky. Wow. Well, it's not a monster, but on a day like today, it's a welcome one if it settles down for a bit. Like I say, it's not a monster, but wow, it saved a blank. 5th time lucky. Wow. Anyway, I'll get some photographs of it. Another run on the pike rod. Still going, this one. Still going. Come on, keep going. Let's see if we can get a pike number 2. I'm just playing out some lines, keep running. I hit it to keep running. Right, I'm going to hit this one, I think. Well, we've got another one on. Can we land it? Feels a bit bigger fish. Let's just hope we can land it. Definitely a heavier fish, this one. I can see it's only just lipped. Oh, yes, 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 in the net. Get in. What a long day. But 2 pike on the bank. Bit bigger, this one. Well, to be fair, it's not much bigger. Probably the same as the last one, but get in. Pike on the bank. 2nd one. Right, I'll get it over to the unhooking mat and I'll check back with you in a minute. Woo! Right, again, it's not a huge pike, but it's a welcome fish. Been hard going today. Whoa, when he sits still for me a little bit. Come on, it'll be okay, come on. A little bit bigger than the last one. If it lets me pick him up. Let's get you underneath there. Let's get you underneath there. There we go. Pike number 2. Wow. Been a long old day, but paid off 2 fish. Right, I'll just get some pictures of him. If he'll come off my net. Hey, right. I've just got the pike rod out now. That's all I've got out. I'm going to give it another 10 minutes. The darkness is drawing in now. So I'm just going to give the... I really enjoyed it today. I've had 7 runs on the pike, but only managed to get 2. So that was being frustrating. But wow, yes. Never had so many runs as that. But anyway, I got 2 on the bank, so it's not been a total waste of time. So, like I always say, I'll get this video uploaded. Apologies for any sound problems, and obviously my camera getting knocked over in the excitement of that first pike. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? So it's been a really nice day. Really nice day. I would like to have had a few more fish on the bank. Never mind. So, I'm going to be on the River Hull next week, God willing. So I'm going to give that a go and hopefully catch some roach and dace and the like, silvers. Been 1 or 2 fish getting caught, but the River Hull can be a bit temperamental sometimes. But we're going to give that a go next weekend. So, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe, like I always said. I'm up to 69 subscribers now. I've only been doing this since 15th of December. So, I'm not doing too bad. I would like to set a target of maybe getting 100 subscribers by the end of March. Hopefully my videos will improve with a few more fish on the bank as well, so it'll be a bit more enjoyable to watch, because the last thing you want to do is just sat listening to me. But anyway, so if you do like my videos, like I said to you before, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, and then once I download a video, you get a little red dot and the subscribe button at the bottom of YouTube, and the videos are there to be seen. Okay, so until the next time, stay safe, tight lines. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Thank you.